Hello, our amazing listeners, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Sphere Rocket Podcast Network, your go to destination in exclusive conversations with the top tier real estate professionals. I am your host, Sweets, and today's episode, I am thrilled to welcome our guest. She is the founder, owner, and CEO of Referral Resource and is passionate about bridging the gaps in real estate and entrepreneurship, bringing innovative solutions to the industry. Beyond her professional achievements, she enjoys life with her husband, Charlie, their two daughters, Elle and Marin, two dogs, Conan and Carmen, and over seven chickens. That's so cute. And a lover of the outdoors. She embodies the spirit of balance between business and family life. Aren't we all love that? So can't wait to hear about her journey and insights into the world of real estate and entrepreneurship. Please welcome to the show, Tracy Binney. Hi,
Hi.
Tracy.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you here. It's an honor and pleasure for us to have you here in the podcast, Tracy. And yeah, I love your outfit, by the way. I just want
Thank
the
you.
red dress. I
Thanks.
love the fit. And yeah, it seems like you really have that, outgoing and fun energy. And I can see your background. I think it's your family.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
yeah, a bit of an inspiration when you're working.
Yes.
So yeah, so but before we start into the serious talk, I want to ask you, Tracy, like, what is your favorite comfort food to have or to cook after a very long day in at work?
Oh man, comfort food. When I think of a nice comfort food, when I think of a long day and probably achieving, maybe a win happened that day, I like a ribeye, ribeye, mashed potatoes, and a salad.
Sounds yummy. Yeah, that made me hungry. I love a good ribeye.
Me too.
What's your doneness? Like, what's the doneness that you love?
Medium rare.
Perfect. That's the perfect one. That's a perfect one. Yeah. So thank you so much again. It's a pleasure to have you here in the
Yeah,
podcast, and
absolutely.
I'd love to know more about your real estate success and all of those things. So let's dive right in. So,
Sure.
Tracy, like, how did you get started in the real estate business? Like, what sparked interest in you to start this journey?
Yeah. I've always had a passion for homes. I didn't grow up super wealthy by any means. Pretty, limited as far as, we had a small house and not a lot of budget to work with. So I remember going to Walmart back in the day, and there were real estate brochures, and I would always, circle, right, the houses that I wanted. So yeah, it started for me personally at a young age, just wishing and hoping and being inspired by the potential and the what I could have one day. I went to college at Texas A&M University, and at that time, of course, I was focused on school. But even during that time, I started. Uh, taken some interest in signing up to get my real estate license. I didn't do anything with it, but that just goes to show that it was always kind of secretly there. My hands were full at the time with, work and school, of course. I waited tables through college. So, in 2015 is really when I decided to jump in, make it a career of mine. I was, doing it part-time for a few years when I was working for a financial services company, and uh, working full time, then part time real estate. And then my husband at the time, back then was about to deploy in 2017. So I was like, "You go make your money, and I'll start my business." And so that's kind of all how it came about. So 2015, here we are, over 9 years later, and selling real estate. And entrepreneurship has always been such a huge passion of mine here recently, even more so than ever. Just, the vision and the opportunities are endless in this world. And if you see, some gaps or some problems, like, hey, let's solve it and make it, better for everybody. So 2015, 2017, I jumped all in. I quit my, full-time HR position at that time and haven't looked back. So it's been a blessing so far.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really, about the passion. And I can see it in your face while telling me it. You're really passionate about it. And as I mentioned in my intro, you're passionate about bridging the gaps in real estate and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So far with your journey, what was the biggest achievement that you had by far? And what did you do to achieve that? Like, what's the secret sauce?
Oh, secret sauce. I don't have a secret sauce. I don't have secret sauce. I don't think anybody does. And if anybody
Mhm.
tells you they do, good for them. So, gosh, the biggest win, that's a deep question. For me, I would say probably taking risks at this point in my career. It's I've been in real estate. I've been selling for over 9 years, like I said, and risks are not for everybody. It takes, a certain, inspiration. It takes, a cheerleader to be by your side to say, hey, like, you've got an idea, like, run with it. So, real estate's been awesome. Highs, lows, all the stuff. It's not, it doesn't come, easy. Over time, it's a lot of grit and, consistency and dedication, really. But for me, I would say just taking the risk in my entrepreneurship passion of, do I want to sell real estate forever? I do. But I also know that I have so much more to give with the experience that I've, made over the last 9 years, especially over the last 3, 4, 5 years. So really taking it to the next level of what my potential is. I would say, referral resource has been, that risk for myself you know, um, to create a business that can truly help other entrepreneurs and real estate agents. So, I've had great, deals that have closed that are a huge win. But for me personally, I would say just the risk that I've taken over the last couple of years to truly level myself up in a way that I didn't know was possible. So,
Love that. I totally agree with that. Yeah, that leap of faith and that risk that you just have to take, and just, of course, when you say risk, of course, for some other people it's like scary, or it's hard, but for you, it's just like taking like that passion and that courage for you to take that risk, and you know to help other people as well. So yeah, being an owner, founder, and CEO of referral resource, and also being out there, balancing between business and family life. Like, how do you do that? And 7 chickens. You're like
yeah,
living living a Bretman Rock like kind of life. So
yeah,
how do
my
you do
my
that?
my girls had their first day of school today, and my oldest, she's 5. She started kindergarten. She has a chicken dress. They both wore chicken dresses today. It's really cute.
Mhm.
For me, it's prioritizing my time, but also leaning into leveraging my time too. So, Buy Back Your Time is a really great book. And I know you guys know all about that, of course, being in the virtual assistant business. So, I've come to realize that I can't do it all by myself. And so leveraging, other people's passions, and it be a win-win for myself and others is something that, it's a risk in itself, and it's also an investment, and it's something that, over time, is a win for sure, to be able to scale and manage everything that I have, going with my real estate business, with referral resource. I have another startup company that is almost, at that level of being able to truly launch and go live. It's called Mug Cake Company. So for real estate client gifts and any kind of gifts. So I have a lot on my plate, along with family and, upkeeping of the house and, just life and mental, on a daily basis. It's for me waking up feeling unemployed, knowing that what I do and what I put into my day daily is going to affect tomorrow and the future. And, you don't have to do a lot every day to make a big difference, but it's what you do every day that does end up making the difference. So, prioritizing my time, giving myself grace really has been important for me lately, especially, with market shifts and the unknown of, how startup companies are going to, is the investment that you put into it, is it going to pay off? Right. So a lot of uncertainty. So just having that dedication to myself, knowing that my vision and my passion is going to be worth it in the end if I just, stay consistent. So, yeah.
That's great. That's great. It's really about, small step and prioritizing your time like what you have said, balancing it. And yeah, and you mentioned also leveraging and having of course virtual assistants and being a lovely client of Sphere Rocket. So, Tracy, can you like name at least one thing that significantly changed in your life and in your business ever since you've got a virtual assistant with Sphere Rocket?
Yeah. I think, if I want to take a couple hours for myself to, to educate myself and to lean in on, bettering my business and working on my business rather than in my business. I think for me, that's huge, to not have to worry. I know that somebody on, is helping me out behind the scenes, to where if I didn't have, an assistant, then, it'd be, of course, just me. So kind of that peace of mind, knowing that if I take a step back or if I spend time with the family or if I'm out and about, I have someone to take care of, the things that I need to get done on a daily basis. So really it's just buying back the time, a little bit of, uh, pressure off the shoulders, if you will, to know that business is still, business development is still happening and conversations are still, being created without me having to, be the sole person making things happen. And also just social media in general, right? To be able to leverage that time of my assistant to, work on marketing and work on, creating the brand and being able to, create the following that we're all, looking to have to truly have a successful, business. So it's been great. I think for me, it's helped substantially just in knowing that stuff is still getting done, even if I'm not doing it. So.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, that, like you mentioned, getting that pressure off of your shoulder and that peace of mind. I just want to highlight that peace of mind that I think that is so priceless when it comes to, having a business and thinking a lot of things, juggling a lot of things, and having that peace of mind because you have someone helping you, and you can focus on working on your business instead of in your business. I think a lot of people also like, you know juggle or having confused of that. So, but yeah, you really doing so great. So thank you so much for inspiring us today, Tracy. But before we proceed to our next segment, of course, if there are what do you call this, um beginners out there or just starting in the real estate industry, what would be your one big piece of advice for them?
Oh man, we have a ton of resources on our referral resource website. It's referral-resource.com. And for experienced agents, for new agents, we have a real estate 101 guide, an ebook that I wrote, that is, super down to earth of, processes. You don't know what you don't know, right? Like getting into the real estate industry. And it's so important to have the training and the education and essentially gain years of experience, right out the gate of being new. You don't have to be thrown in, right? When 9 years ago, when I started, I personally didn't have the resources, right, that we have now to this day. And also just the passion of real estate agents, over time, you get into the industry, start working, you build your business, and then you essentially want to start teaching others, how the business is run and how to truly succeed in it. So for me, it's been a shift, right, of being able to create all these resources. So I'd say, get with the people who are willing and able to work alongside you, and be there, to be a cheerleader, to be a confidant, somebody who gets it, and is going to be a good mentor. So resources and the people, that you decide to do business with.
That's amazing. So if they want to, be part of your team, what's the best way to contact you?
Yeah. So TracyBinney.com, TRACY, Binney, BINNEY.com. It has all of my contact information. You can click it, save it, look at all of my social media, follow me, follow Referral Resource, and will, hopefully be a really great avenue and resource for real estate agents and entrepreneurs. So.
That's great. Yeah, so we will also provide that in the description box below, guys.
Awesome.
So you make sure to check that out. So thank you so much, Tracy. But stay right there because after this quick commercial, we will be having the lightning round.
Awesome.
Overwhelmed with work? Well, meet your new partner from Sphere Rocket VA. In just a click, get matched with a virtual assistant who handles all the tedious tasks. No in-person hiring, no extra office gear, just easy online help from our recruitment team. It's like having an extra pair of hands minus the hassle. So ready to relax and see your work done just like magic? Choose Sphere Rocket VA and visit us at www.sphererocketva.com.
Okay, and we're back. Still here with Tracy, and it's time for our lightning round. So, Tracy, lightning round are just quick and fun questions. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, so first question is what is your favorite business book?
Ooh. My favorite, oh gosh. Empowered Entrepreneurs. It is the Prayer Powered Entrepreneur.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, and love that. And who is your favorite influencer or coach?
Ooh. Oh God, these are big questions. My favorite influencer or coach. Oh man, it it depends on what we're looking at, but if we're talking real estate, oh, I know. Her name is Mel Robbins. Yes, Mel Robbins. I follow her on Instagram. She is awesome. Her content, I find myself saving her content a lot, actually.
Yeah, I love Mel Robbins too. Yeah, I love her 5 second rule and a lot of things about her. Yeah, so yeah. And next question is what is your favorite lead generation method?
Oh, lead generation method. I would say referrals, between agent and agent real estate referrals. And honestly, that's a big part of Referral Resource is to bridge that gap of agent to agent referrals. So
Amazing, amazing. And biggest goal for 2024?
I get these businesses to the next level, get them all to the next level. We're at the starting point really of Referral Resource and Mugcake Company. Referral Resource is so huge. It's really just marketing and letting people know about it. So marketing is huge, getting the word out, to be able to be a huge resource and asset for entrepreneurs and real estate agents.
That is so great. Love that for you.
Yeah.
And lastly, what is your best Amazon purchase?
Oh, my best Amazon purchase. Oh, I would say a bouncy house. My kids,
Hmm.
my
That's
kids
so
had
great. Yeah.
Elle had her first birthday, when she was, one. She's 5.5 now, right? So a bouncy house. It lasted for 5 years, and it just recently popped. So it was a
Hmm.
great investment.
That is one durable bouncy house. 5 years. Wow. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you so much, Tracy, for inspiring us today and sharing your success stories with us. But before we end, if you want to give a shout out or mention anyone, I'm giving you the floor.
Oh, okay. Um, Man, for anybody starting in this business, you know, grind, have the grit, have the consistency is so important. So we, all go through the ups and downs of, the highs, lows, and unknowns, but stay, true to yourself, really. I know it sounds a little cliche, but it's so true. And, be a good person and help people, and all else will come.
Totally agree with that. Thank you so much again, Tracy. It's been a pleasure having you here in the podcast. And we wish you continued success in your endeavors and, of course, reaching your goals for yourself and for your company as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. And yeah, there you have it, friends. I hope you learned from this episode. Don't forget to leave a comment and hit that subscribe button so you will never miss an episode. Again, my name is Sweet. And until next time, stay inspired and keep building those spheres of success. Bye.
Bye.
Feeling overwhelmed by your business tasks? Well, it's time to step up your game. Visit www.sphererocketva.com and get a virtual assistant from us at Sphere Rocket VA. Streamline your business operations and focus on what really matters.